Welcome folks, the Fragrant Lawyer here. I'm a lawyer by profession, but a fragrance aficionado by passion. Today we're gonna talk about my 5 most complimented fragrances. Remember this, compliments are not the only reason why you wear fragrances, right? You wear it for yourself so you can feel good. You wear it for the season, you wear it to compliment what you're wearing as well. And compliments, they come to you if your whole demeanor is positive, it reflects good vibes, you're dressed to the appropriate occasion, and with the right fragrance, you'll get those compliments, folks. So without further ado, here we go. Folks, an honorable mention is Side Effect by Initio, and I've got 2 honorable mentions. This is one of them. It's just very alluring. It's not on the top 5 list because it is very seasonal. I find it's just really for the winter, for cold weather. You've got some rum and tobacco. You've got some saffron in this as well. A little bit of hedoin. I get a lot of compliments on this. It's just something narcotic about it. But again, it didn't make the top 5 because of its limited use. This is Side Effect by Initio as my first honorable mention. Folks, my second honorable mention is the none and only Creed Aventus. Okay, folks, look, it's not on the list because to me, I don't wear it a lot anymore. It's been hyped. It's just too popular, of course, but it is a really, really good fragrance. I've had the 2010 edition, and right away when it first came out, I've had the 14 and the 17. I've got the Absolute and the Cologne version as well. It's a classic fragrance, no question. I get compliments on it. I just think there's more exciting fragrances out there, and that's why I didn't put it on the list, but I do get compliments. Those apple notes, the birch, the pineapple, the smokiness, the ambroxan. It really allures people in. One drawback I find is, you can't smell it on yourself sometimes, and others smell it on you, right? So you don't want to overspray it. But it is a classic, there's no question. It's a compliment getter, but it's not on my top 5. All right, folks, here we go with the top 5. Number 5 is Naxos by the House of Xerjoff. I absolutely adore this fragrance. I get compliments every time I wear this. I'm just gonna get familiar again with the smell on this. Oh, look at this. I love the lavender, the honey. There's, you have tobacco leaf in it, cinnamon, there's some jasmine, and tonka bean in it. I think it's one of my most pleasing tobacco type fragrances. Okay, I have a lot of tobacco fragrances, tobacco vanille, I've got Herod, and other ones that are really more smokier. But I think this is very pleasing, even for those who don't like the smell of tobacco. It just has such pleasing notes, such fresh notes, that anybody would love this. And I think this is a year-round fragrance, day or night fragrance. This is a signature fragrance. And I can say, whenever I've worn this, I get compliments on it. So this is number 5, Naxos from the House of Xerjoff. Number 4, the one and only Tuxedo by the House of YSL. So this is one that I find I like to wear if I am dressed up and in the evenings, okay? I think it lends itself masculine. They have a sort of a private collection, YSL, for fragrances. Many of them are, I think, lean towards women. I think this leans towards men. It's one of those that, if you're wearing a tuxedo, honestly, it's you would wear this, right? I think it's an evening fragrance. I don't look at it as a day fragrance, but I think it's a year round. I'm just gonna spray this and tell you my impressions of the notes. Oh, I just love it. Okay, you start out with some violet leaf, coriander, there's some bergamot as well, rose, there's black pepper, and there's woods. There's patchouli in this as well, and vanilla. I always get compliments with this one. I don't wear it a lot, it seems, I guess because I don't see it as a daytime fragrance and I'm at the office wearing fragrances. I should wear it more than I do because every time I wear it, I'm like, boy, oh boy, I should wear this more, and people love this on me. So think about this for those date nights, formal nights. You're getting a lot of compliments, YSL Tuxedo. My number 3 most complimented fragrance is Angel Share by the House of Kilian. This is for both men and women. It's just so much fun wearing this. It's very playful. And I think it is a nighttime fragrance and a date night fragrance for both men and women. It will get you compliments. Let me just spray this on, and I'm gonna tell you about the notes of this one as well and my experience with it. I love this smell. Okay, you start with some cognac, you've got some cinnamon, some tonka bean, there's vanilla, praline, and I think there's some woods in this as well. Men and women, as I said, can wear this. I've given this fragrance away as a gift to 2 friends on their birthdays. They're guys. both of them have told me, oh my God, their wives just love it. And it's known for that. It's just such a very playful, pleasing fragrance. I love the House of by Kilian. I think often it's underrated. You know, yes, their fragrances, they kind of resemble some liqueurs. Obviously, you know, vodka on the rocks, etc. But this is just one of their best, Angel Share. You'll always get compliments with this. At least I do and my friends do when they wear it. Men and women can wear this. This is Angel Share, and it's at number 3. It's from the House of by Kilian. Number 2, folks, maybe this is a surprise to some people because this is not niche, it is designer. This is Bleu de Chanel. This is the Parfum edition. I can't explain. Honestly, every time I wear it, my wife compliments me wherever I am, coworkers, they at my office, you smell great. It's just one of those, it's not expensive, but it's up there with some of the niches, honestly, and I just love it. And I like it more than the Eau de Toilette and the Perfume, I think because of the woody nature of it. It's a very deep woody smell, and I just love this. So we've got lemon, we've got bergamot, we have some lavender in this and some pineapple as well, sandalwood, cedarwood, and tonka bean. I'm just gonna spray it so I can just get familiar with it again. I did wear it a couple of days ago and I got a lot of compliments on this. This is signature scent worthy. If you don't really want to spend a lot of money, I mean, it's probably what, 150, 140 around there, but it is just so good. And this is any season, any occasion, day or night. It's one that you're going to get a lot of compliments on. And look, I think most people, you know, people could say this is popular. Most people did have the Eau de Toilette and maybe the Eau de Perfume. The Perfume is a little bit more expensive than the other two, and I don't think it's worn as much. And depending on your skin chemistry, I think you're going to absolutely love it. It's masculine. I think this is for men, in my opinion. Chanel makes tons of amazing female fragrances as well, but this is for men and highly complimented. To me, it's number 2 in terms of my most complimented fragrances, Bleu de Chanel Perfume from the House of Chanel. Folks, my most complimented fragrance is from the amazing house of Roja Dove, Roja Perfumes. And this is de la Nuit. Okay, you call the night, make it easier. Number 3. I just love it, and I get complimented all the time with this. It is not a casual fragrance. It is a nighttime formal fragrance. You could wear it in the day, but I think you need to be dressed up to do justice to this masterpiece, in my opinion. I just love it. There's lots of notes. I'm just going to tell you sort of the basics in this because it's well blended. You start out with, you get some citruses, you get the bergamot, and then pretty quickly the rose will start coming in. It is not a rose like Rose de Riviere, More Than Words, things like that. It is a very subtle rose. Rose does not dominate this, okay? There is a bit of cumin to give it a bit of that challenging part, but there's also saffron, there's some patchouli, gaiac wood, there's cedar wood in this as well listed, ambergris, sandalwood, benzoin listed, frankincense, lavender, leather, and ambergris. What do I get the most from this? I would say the ambergris, the leather, the lavender, woods with some rose. It is a masterpiece. My own experience with it, personally, I've been complimented by both men and women. I've been at board meetings, conferences, and I've had people tell me, what are you wearing? And even later on, texting me, somebody I've known, and said, look, could you please tell me what this fragrance is? I've told my wife about it, and I want to get a sample of it. I want to get something of it. It is just that good, okay? I know this is probably, out of the whole list, definitely the most expensive, and I think there's a reason for that. And certainly on my skin chemistry, this is number 1 for me in terms of my most complimented fragrance. Okay, this is Roja Dove, the Night, number 3. I'll do it with the English pronunciation, from the House of Roja Dove. So there you have it, folks. I've given 2 honorable mentions and my top 5 most complimented fragrances. It was a tough choice because I have, a number of fragrances and many that do give me compliments, but I wanted to give a bit of variety here, so you get some that are not so expensive, some that are extremely expensive, as well as those that are more boozy, some that are gourmand. So you've got a great mix of fragrances here that I think I've certainly enjoyed, and I think if you try them, you will enjoy them too. So if you have any of these, or you've tried any of these, please comment below. I'd love to hear what everybody says, and I'd like to engage with you and reply. And if there's certain fragrances that I'm missing that you tell me I should be getting and should review, well, I'll go out and do that, and I'll do that review for you, okay? So if you like the video, please like, please subscribe, and please also follow us on TikTok as well and on Instagram. We've got a great following on all these channels, and I look forward to engaging with everybody, okay? So hope, folks, everybody takes care of themselves. I love doing these videos, and again, if there's something you want me to talk about, I'd be so happy to do so. The Fragrant Lawyer, out.